Welcome back, True Seeker. Somebody just asked if I could look at this story, the reported suicide of an NYPD officer. The person asked this because it's their family member, and they want to know, did this person really commit suicide? And here's what I'll say. This is very suspicious. It's definitely a suicide by the numbers, as we're going to get to. But the one thing we're asking ourselves with this research is how much power is there in the organic matrix of numbers, if you will. All of us who've taken the time to understand this research see that there is some organic side to this code of letters and numbers and dates on the calendar that has an impact on our lives. That said, this is very suspicious. I imagine the person who asked me to look into this doubts that their family member committed suicide. So the officer was Sergeant Galileo Garcia, 30 years old. And we're going to get to why those GG initials are so perfect for a police officer. But look at this. I looked it up. The reporting came February 25th. It says it happened on Friday, which was February 24th. To verify the date, you can just go like this. Google, as much as I hate it, some things are nice. What day of the year was February 24, 2017? And it shows you. It was a Friday. You see? 2017, it was a Friday. That's the day he reportedly committed suicide. So we're going to look at the day of the reporting and the day of the suicide because oftentimes they're both interesting. This story came out the next day. February 25th, 2017 was a date with numerology of 64 and 44. The word kill, in case you're new here. The word kill, using the alphabetic order, 44. K's 11, I's 9, L's 12, L's 12. Using the reverse alphabetic order, using the alphabet in reverse, so Z is 1 up to A is 26, kill is 64. When we see dates with this 44, 64 numerology, there's often a suspicious death or reporting of death. Happens all the time. The day he died was the day prior, which was a date with numerology of 43. Look, policeman 43, Masonic 43, killing 43, suicide 43. Reported suicide on the date with numerology of 43 for this policeman. Suicide also has the gematria of 119, that special number, connecting to Fraternal Order of Police. Freemasonry runs police. Freemasonry at high levels, responsible for a lot of murders, suspicious deaths, police included. His name, Galileo Garcia, also gematria 64, like the date of his reported death. Notice the name Galileo sums to 34 and 38, just like murder, 34 and 38. And notice, suicide, murder, and Galileo all connect through 34, the reflection of 43. Dead on the date with 43 numerology. As for his GG initials, police officer 77, perfect initials. Just this week, on 12/31, date with numerology of 43, in Colorado, police were killed. In Las Vegas, Nevada, on the same day, police killed. And they put out the name of the officer in Colorado, and his name was Zachary, spelled like that, this bizarre spelling. Look it up, that's exactly how it's spelled. Just like police is 33, same with this spelling as Zachary, and they said his last name was Parrish. Like to depart from the earth in a hurry. Parrish, the way it was spelled was like this, Zachary Parrish, 77. Parrish also 44, like kill, like officer. You see? So, the other interesting thing is the day he died, February 24th, that's the 55th day of the year. The word sacrifice has gematria 55, so does Satan. A family member asked me to decode this, so we can verify that this person's real. I don't think somebody would reach out and ask me to decode this article from long ago to see if it's suspicious. That person also said that they tried to decode it, but they couldn't find anything. If you can't find anything, that usually means you haven't decoded the date. Always start your decode by doing the date numerology. Always. That's square one. Get the date numerology, then decode the relevant words. The name, the cause of death, the occupation, what they were known for. If it's suspicious, it's often going to line up. That said, we've also seen that there can be an organic side to this. The person who asked me, though, again, they suspect that this person wouldn't commit suicide. So, RIP to them. This should serve as another reminder. You don't want to be involved in Freemasonry, which means you don't want to be a police officer, because all police is controlled by Freemasonry. See? But RIP. I'll tell you one last point. His age of death, 30, that's a number connected to Saturn, which has to do with time and judgment. Saturn represents time, judgment, death. The Grim Reaper's scythe comes from the sickle of Saturn, part of the Saturn symbol. The word order also has gematria of 30. So, police officers, law and order. But it's the Saturn piece that's more interesting. And I don't know what this man's birthday is, but for the person out there whose family, you could find out his birthday, and you could measure from his birthday to the date he died. That'd probably confirm any other questions you have. Till next time, Truth Seeker.